Morning, guys. Um, Get to doing some thinking, some brainstorming, a little bit more of what's the community and these guys out auditing. Um, some of them, what are they accomplishing? And I look around and I see different things, and it's like if you want to go out and audit, I'll turn my camera on here. If you want to go out and audit, if you want to go out and do the things you do, what you should do is make sure you can get yourself out of those situations. Um, there are people that donate for a week because they're trying to help somebody that is going to do an audit, and 90% of the time the audits are done wrong and they get arrested and then they need help to get out. The community is becoming, everybody's starting to get a little upset with the donations, with the PayPals. And guys, I'm just going to be upfront with everybody. There's auditors out there that don't look for bonds to be paid. There's auditors out there that don't look for their way to be paid. They're out fighting their rights. So if they want to fight their rights and they want to get in trouble, why should you have to pay to get them out of that trouble? You know, um, it's been it's been very disturbing to me, the way that this community has been going. If you get a fake, a wrong arrest, they do, but man, I've been watching some of these, and auditors are right up in their faces. They're, instead of being the bigger person walking away from a public forum on the sidewalk or walking away in a public forum and getting a form to fill out for a complaint form, they'll stand there and push it, and the next thing they're in handcuffs, and then they're, oh, I need help now to get out of, if they've been doing this long enough, they know the drill. You guys understand what I'm saying? They already know the drill about what's going to go down and what's going to happen. They know if they stand there and push it, they're getting arrested. They have done it numerous times. So I put my hand in a saw and cut my finger. Next time I hit and go to that saw, do you think I'm going to be a little bit more careful with my fingers around that saw? I'm going to back away from that saw and not get my fingers caught in that saw and cut my finger again. These guys don't do that, but then yet they can't afford to pay their way out of that trouble. It makes the auditors that don't ask for this money, or bonds, or PayPals, or GoFundMes, it makes them auditors look bad. It's just a shame that no one wants to really sit down and think, well, he done the same thing last week. And he knew that if he didn't back off, he was getting arrested. But yet what do? They get arrested, then they go, oh, I'm fighting for your rights. Well, that's bullshit. No one can fight for your guys' right. You fight for your own right. Um, so this, they go and do it again. And then the next thing, the PayPals are up, the GoFundMe's are up. Oh, I need help. If you need that help, stay home, write your congressman, um, join friends, go on a peaceful protest, that kind of stuff. Don't stand there and try to bully your way and get arrested, knowing you're going to get arrested because you've been doing it several times. So I'm going to just take my hand and put it into the saw, and I'm going to cut my pinky off, and then I'm going to go back next week. I'm going to drive my hand in that same saw, and I'm going to cut the other finger off, and then I'm going to do it again and again. Do you guys see my point? There's people, like I said earlier, that have donated and gave money and done without anything these guys take as if it's, or they think that they deserve this money because they are absolutely sure that, I'm doing this for me. No, you're doing this for your kids. You're doing this probably for your family. I haven't seen anyone besides the real big auditors that had made any change. These smaller channels, I know I'm going to pick one out of the air, and people might get upset with this, is NC Tyrant Hunter. You have Fat Matt. You have, auditors that go out that are on disabilities that can't afford to go out and do this, but they go out and do it. But you watch and look at their YouTube channel. You watch and you look at the begging for money, and you take account on how much money they had made just on YouTube alone, asking for GoFundMe's or PayPal's to pay for things, and add that money's up, and then compare it to what they really spend on court costs, on that kind of stuff, because nothing's transparent. Everybody wants stuff to be transparent. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I have not seen receipts from auditors. Now, this is just me. From a lawyer, I have not seen receipts of, well, here's how much I spent on gas. Here's how much I spent on this. I don't see the GoFundMe's or the PayPal's being transparent. People do not. If it's not transparent and these auditors are looking for transparency, let them be transparent with their PayPal. Let them be transparent with the GoFundMe. And then once that transparency is there and they reach their goal, let them be more transparent and show receipts. What's so hard with showing receipts? Do you know why that doesn't happen? Because the extra cream the extra cream on the top, the other monies that they get, they keep. It doesn't get put anywhere else. They go do whatever they want with it. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry for the rant this morning, guys. But enough's enough. It's just gone way too far. Way too far. I hope people wake up. I hope people realize on what's really taking place here. Just think of the saw. Just think of the putting your hands in the saw and cutting your finger and continually doing it knowing that you're going to get arrested. Why continually do it? And then you have other auditors out there that bother people that are, they're at work. They're not bothering no one. They're trying to make a living. They're trying to make food and get food for their family and trying to get by. And then you have some of them out and they get upset. Of course, I'd get upset too at my work. Somebody's videotaping me, or if I don't want to be on internet or whatever. But I mean, oh, well, we're on the sidewalk. That's our right. Okay, it's your right. But why stand there for hours on end rather than doing an audit, stand there. They don't say nothing for the first half hour and then leave your audit. Don't stand there and antagonize and flash lights in around the buildings and stuff. That's not auditing. That's antagonizing. That's trying to get to someone. That's just not just not right. So please, guys, I have been supportive for so long. Watch what these auditors do. Watch what these, the cop watchers do. Keep an eye on who you support. Watch how many times that this has happened to this person. That's why the arrest record and stuff, I want to make public. I want people to find out why or what they're getting arrested for. Even if it's not an audit, they're still an auditor. They're still responsible. They should carry themselves to a higher standard. So the thing is they should carry themselves to that other higher standard as being an auditor and not get arrested for, I don't know, let's see, loitering. Or they should not be arrested for just stupid stuff. Yes, we're all human. But if you're going to hold that higher standard and you want donations and you want people to help you, abide the law. But they're out breaking the law every day on the arrest list. Some of it had nothing to do with auditing for their arrest, but they were breaking the law. So that's not okay. That's not cool with anybody. It just upsets me that hardworking people are taking their hard-earned money and helping somebody out that's been keep cutting their fingers off in the saw, and they know the outcome. They have been doing it for a long time. They know 90% of the time, yes, I know I'm going to get arrested. If I push this, I'm going to get arrested. Be the bigger person. Walk away. Get a complaint form. Send the complaint form in. What is getting arrested accomplishing for these auditors? Nothing. It don't accomplish anything, guys. It accomplishes them to put PayPal pools up and stuff for lawyer fees, which we don't see receipts of. Just be wary, I mean, I just don't get it. Just everybody, just be careful. I was throwing money left, right, and center. I'm from Canada. I'm not even from the United States. And, I was helping this one and that one out. If I watch, say I watch somebody, an auditor, okay? Now this is my own discretion. Say I watch someone and they're driving around or they're doing something and they're cop watching or they're going to do an audit. And, a lot of the auditors think as if they don't get confrontation from the police, and if they don't push that envelope, well, that's a failed audit. That's totally wrong. That's 100% true audit. So some of them that do that, hey, look, I might even throw in $5 here or there, grab yourself a pop, get yourself a bag of chips. It's been out there all night, maybe open carry. He's not doing anything. He's walking the sidewalk. He's abiding by those laws. He's not out there in a park walking with a gun and antagonizing the police to bring the police there. It just doesn't work. So just be wary, guys, just watch. All you have to do is just sit back, watch their other videos, see how many times they got arrested for the same thing, and then see how many times that, oh, well, I need a lawyer and I need help, and the PayPal pulls come up, and then see how many receipts you see from these auditors. See how transparent these auditors are. That they want their government officials to be transparent. So they should be held accountable to be transparent. I'm sorry for the rant this morning, guys. I just was to the point that I just can't believe some of the stuff that I just set back for the last, I don't know, for a while, and just watched and see. And it's rinse and repeat all the time. And they expect you, with your hard-earned money, to help them, knowing that they know that, okay, I'm going to get arrested, but I'm going to, run a PayPal, or I'm going to run a GoFundMe, and I'm going to get my way out anyway. So, and maybe make a few dollars on the side. Maybe some don't think that way. I think most do. I'm going to be honest with you, because we don't see those receipts. We don't see that transparency from the auditors. So with that, just be careful, guys. I hope everybody has a great Friday. It's a good Friday here, and yeah, I said my piece this morning, and I'll probably get a lot of backlash from this. It is what it is. Just don't keep watching the rinse and repeat and then having them expect that you guys should be responsible to pay for the lawyer fees and to get them out of trouble. It's just not right. Y'all have a good Friday. I'm doing the NC Tyrant Hunter soon. I want to touch on that segment. I'm not out to bash NC Tyrant Hunter. I'm not out to go after him. I am just going to go out and express my feelings and let everybody know what went down, what took place, and I want to have my say. I waited. I didn't join panels. I didn't do anything else. And I just need to think that I should have my say and get my say done, get it over with, and get back concentrating on, the arrests of the auditors, keeping track of the auditors, finding out, who wants to keep jamming their hands into the saw. And that's what I plan on doing, and harassing people at work. So there's lots to think about. And nobody really sits down and does that thinking. I didn't do any of that thinking. I thought, hey, it's a great auditor. It's a great guy, So I just, yeah, here's $20, And then I'm like, well, shit, I could have used that $20 for that. Oh, well. But there's people out there that's throwing money out like $20 and saying, oh, well, I'll eat craft dinner for a week. But that's okay. You guys are taking money from people that really can't afford to give you money. And you're going to get arrested. That's my take on it. Show the receipts. Show the transparency that the A1 community is supposed to be. Be transparent. Don't be get lawyer fees and nobody see the transparency there, and let's see the receipts. That's it. That's plain and simple. I mean, if I went out and I bought a car tomorrow, I want my receipt. So someone could say, well, what did you pay for that car? Or where did that money that I gave you go? I could say, well, right here, and give them the receipt. So yeah, so they want transparency. Let everything be transparent. Have a good Friday, everyone. I'll talk to you later. That's it. That's all I have to say right now.